Good morning, friends. Do you have energy for a little Harry Belafonte? You want to get up on your feet for this one. It's a lot of words. Turn the world around. We can do it. Put on your calypso feet. Loosen your tongues up. We come from the fire, living in the fire. Go back to the fire, turn the world around. We come from the water, go back in the water. Go back to the water, turn the world around. We come from the mountain, living on the mountain. Go back to the mountain, turn the world around. Oh, so is life. Turn the world around. God is of the river, body is the mountain, spirit is the sunlight. Turn the world around. We are of the spirit, truly of the spirit. Only can the spirit turn the world around. Oh, so is the life of it all. So is the life. Oh, so is the life of it all.
Welcome to the Olympia Unitarian Universalist Congregation. Here is where our faith community practices creating and upholding the loving, just, and healthy world we value. We welcome diversity in all the ways that we are different, and we both invite and celebrate your skeptical self, your curious self, your queer self, your critical thinking self, your whole self. Because we believe diversity is sacred and that our community is enriched by the gifts that each of us brings. We affirm that we are all growing and becoming, and that we learn from each other, united by our UU values. You belong here just as you are now, and as you continue to grow, however your life unfolds. Thank you for joining us today, whether you are in the sanctuary or on Zoom. My name is Ann Colbury. I prefer she, her pronouns, and I'm a member of the worship arts team. I'm an older white woman with shoulder-length dark hair and glasses, and I'm wearing a bright pink top over a white t-shirt. Leading worship is our minister, Reverend Mary Geer, Reverend Sarah Lewis, our Director of Community and Faith Development, our music director, Troy Fisher, and the newest member of the worship arts team, Steve Burrows. Steve and his wife, Jill, joined our congregation last fall, and they're longtime UUs. Steve has served in an equivalent role in Seattle and is eager to do so here. Please join me in welcoming Steve.
I guess I came to the right room. Good morning. I am Steve Burrows. I use he, him pronouns. I am a mid-60s male with graying hair and beard wearing a light burgundy shirt. Here are a few key things to know about today's service. We are streaming live on Zoom and YouTube, and the service is being recorded. We're not in Las Vegas. For those here in the sanctuary, you can see the sometimes creative subtitles on the screen in front and on Zoom for those online. We are a multi-generational community that welcomes people of all ages in the sanctuary. Over here, we have soft chairs and activities. Oops, I might have missed my spot here. Here we go, start over that sentence. Over here, we have soft chairs and activities, and there's also nursery care and storytime program for children in the classroom ring. Families, please be where you are most comfortable. There are busy bags in a basket just outside the sanctuary doors for anyone ages 5 and older. If your hands need to be busy during the service, please help yourself. We are grateful for the many hands that help make worship happen this morning, visible and less visible. Thank you to all who contribute in so many ways. After the service, everyone will have the chance to discuss reflection questions offered by Reverend Mary. For those online, we invite you to go into a breakout room for a virtual coffee chat. And for those in person, please feel free to stay for coffee and fellowship in the Commons. There will be cake. Are you somewhere between age 18 and roughly 50? Want to get to know some UU peers? Over lunch, our Generation XYZ group meets today at 12:15 in the classroom wing. You can check with Guido Bray for more info. Join us for food and fellowship. Tonight at 7 p.m., the OUUC Choir will present a Heart Song Blessing, a concert featuring beloved choir anthems from the past church year. Please join us for a summer's evening filled with beautiful choral music. There are many things happening at OUUC. It's not, I'm in a new congregation now. I can't just accidentally say my old one. That would be. Check out the Tuesday electronic update or the website for the most up-to-date information. Now, let us open our hearts and minds as we prepare for worship. It is good to be together.
This morning, we join UU congregations around the world in lighting a chalice, the symbol of our faith tradition, with these words by Reverend Michelle Collins. Outside, everything is at its peak, the light longest, the growth fastest, the world loudest with life. We light this small flame not because it's needed in the brightness, but to say, we're here for this, that we too are capable of blooming.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Reverend Mary. I use she, her pronouns. I am a white woman in my mid-60s with short, wavy, salt and pepper hair. I'm wearing glasses, and today I have on a purple dress and a very bright colored stole. In addition to being the summer solstice today, it is also Father's Day. We honor the complexity of this day with our opening words, which are offered by Rod Richards. On this Father's Day, we recognize the vast spectrum of experience and the often complicated feelings that surround such a celebration. We honor those fathers and father figures in our lives who have loved, supported, encouraged, and instructed us, and we seek to share those gifts with others. We mourn with those who mourn the loss of a father, and fathers who mourn the loss of a child, whether separated by death or estrangement. We support those for whom this day brings pain and sorrow, who suffered abandonment, neglect, or abuse. And we support and celebrate the fathers in our midst who give of themselves to their children, recognizing all the strength and wisdom and stamina and love and time and honest introspection that fatherhood requires. We support those men who choose to not have children, yet who are present in loving and supportive ways to children, youth, and adults alike. And we seek to honor wherever we find ourselves today across the vast spectrum of experience, and to feel the compassion that embraces us this day. Come, let us worship together.
I invite you to rise again and let's sing out of the Gray Hymn Book, hymn number 134, Our World is One World.
In a free religious community, to serve is an expression of our commitment and love. To be asked to lead is a high honor. And there is a cycle to leadership, just as there are cycles to life. This morning, we mark the change in leadership for the OUUC Board of Trustees and the Leadership Development Committee, the LDC. At the annual congregational meeting last week, you upheld our democratic principles and elected 3 new board members and 3 new members of the LDC.
Good morning. I'm Sally Alhadeff. I'm Vice President of the Board of Trustees, and I prefer she, her pronouns. Today, I would like to recognize outgoing board members, Susan Moon and Rich Coleman, and newly elected board members, Janae Wolfram, Deborah Dorman, and Melissa Denton. Would the outgoing and incoming board members please join me here? Unfortunately, Susan Moon isn't going to be here today. She opted to go to her granddaughter's recital, which I don't blame her for. And would the 5 continuing members stand up and join us? Just stand in place. Yes, thank you. So we begin this morning by thanking the outgoing members of the Board of Trustees, Susan Moon and Rich Coleman. You have each served faithfully and well, bringing your many talents and gifts to the work of this congregation. Please join me in thanking Susan and Rich. There are 5 members of the board who join me in continuing our current terms of service: Ryan Bay, Arlene Kollerick, John Cox, Tiffany Felch, and Dieter Jacobs. Thank you. And now for the 3 newly elected board members, we especially recognize Janae Wolfram, who was appointed in March of 2025 to fill a vacant position and has agreed to serve an additional 3 years. Thank you, Janae. Also joining the board for 3-year terms are Melissa Denton and Deborah Dorman. Janae, Melissa, and Deborah, will you join Arlene, Dieter, Ryan, John, Tiffany, and me as we agree to be diligent and faithful in our work, bringing our best selves and practicing self-care and open-heartedness, tending with love the details of the work, and always keeping the goal of beloved community in front of us as we serve? If so, please respond, we will. Thank you. You may be seated. And now we recognize the work of the Leadership Development Committee. Would the outgoing and incoming LDC members please join me here? Outgoing members are Josie Solsing, Nancy Curtis, Des McGarren, and incoming members are Helen Henry, Zibby Zicker, and Susan Moon, who is not able to join us today. She kind of jumped from the frying pan into the fire to go to the LDC. And would current and outgoing LDC members please stand? Martha Nikoloff and Cheryl Tafasian. Josie, Des, and Nancy, we thank you as you leave the LDC. You have served with grace, energy, and determination, and you've provided leadership to the LDC. Please join me in thanking them. The 2 members who continue their work on the LDC, Martha Nikoloff and Cheryl Tafasian, thank you.
Thank you, Martha.
And the 3 new members who will join them are Helen Henry, Zibby Zicker, and Susan Moon. Helen and Zibby, will you join Martha and Cheryl to be diligent and faithful in your work, bringing your best selves and practicing self-care and open-heartedness, tending with love the details of the work, and always keeping the love of beloved community in front of you as you serve? If so, please respond, we will. We will. Thank you. You may be seated.
UUC members and friends, leadership service done faithfully in love is the work of justice and community building. This is what you have asked of these leaders of the congregation this morning, that they serve the congregation faithfully and well. To do this, they will also need your support and your trust. So I ask you, will you offer love and trust to your board and LDC members, responding when they seek your input, showing up when they tell you that there is work to be shared, and listening carefully when they speak of the future of the church? If so, please respond, we will. We will. May the spirit of love guide us in the coming year. May the spirit of joy infuse the work that we do together. And may our service bless this community and bless this world. Thank you all.
Each Sunday, we engage in the spiritual practices of generosity and gratitude by joining together in service to our community and to something greater than ourselves. This is an opportunity to express our gratitude for the gifts that life has given us, for the network of relationships in which we live, and for the presence of this community. We each have the power to share, and when we combine our gifts to create an offering, together we are able to do more than any of us can do alone. If you're new or visiting us for the first or second time, you are our guest, and we do not expect you to contribute. However, if you are moved to be part of our offering, what you share is accepted with gratitude. The offering collected here does two things. Half helps support the ongoing work of this congregation, which is also supported by our regular pledges. The other half of our offering goes to charity. Most is shared with an organization that serves our community in harmony with our Unitarian Universalist values, and a small portion goes to the OUUC Ministers Benevolence Fund to support the more urgent needs in our community. Our Share the Plate organization for May and June is Enterprise for Equity. Here is what they have to share about their work.
Hello, UUC friends. Thank you so much for selecting us to be the recipient of your Share the Plate monthly offerings. For 25 years, Enterprise for Equity has supported people, especially those with low incomes and barriers, to start and grow businesses so they can generate an income through self-employment. We do this through training, mentoring, and microloans, and with support like yours, we're able to offer this at no cost. We often do this work in partnership with local tribes, other nonprofits like Michiantla, Grub, and ASHO, the Department of Veterans Affairs, the Division of Vocational Rehabilitation, so we reach people across the region. We do this because business ownership is a critical pathway into the workforce for many people. For those who need flexibility, who don't have access to traditional employment, those who live with disabilities, or just have something really unique to offer. A few years ago, Bob came to us after battling addiction, lacking confidence, and with a fragile hold on an idea to make an income through his own business. He had worked as an auto mechanic, but struggled to keep a job due to his PTSD. Through our programs, he gained tools, support, and a community that believed in him. Within 6 months, he launched his mobile auto mechanic business, and today his business and life are stable and thriving. And Bob's story isn't unique. 70% of our business planning program graduates are still in business 5 years later. This is well above the national average. And you've likely seen these businesses at our local farmers markets, arts walk, storefronts, and across the community. What starts as a fragile dream can become something much more. Many business owners go on to become employers, buy homes, build credit, and give back, while running businesses that care about people, planet, and prosperity. And that's what your support makes possible. It allows us to offer this work at no cost and to walk alongside people like Bob as they build something real and lasting. So truly, thank you.
We offer our thanks to all who give, including those who give to the offering electronically. You can find out about that in the order of service or on the OUUC website. May the offering now be generously given and is most gratefully received.
I'm going to step over here so you can do the microphone. Today we experience the ongoing transformation of this congregation as new members join us and bring their stories to become part of our collective story. We are so grateful to welcome 8 new members to OUC today. So we gave the members a choice of which service to come to. Many of them are here for this service. One was here for the service this morning. So we'll invite everyone up, we'll name them all, and we will share our covenant with those who are here and in the spirit of those who are not. So with those who have completed the new member class and wish to join OUC as members, please come forward. Come and join us, Karen. And Carbon, do we have Kathy online? No? Okay. Right. So I'm going to ask if you would share your name and pronouns as you use them. Please introduce yourself to us.
Good morning. My name is Karen Smith, and it's Karen with a C, by the way. I'm an old UU, glad to be here. And what else was I supposed to tell you?
Pronouns, if you would like us to know what those are.
Yeah. Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Rainmaker Cannon. I am that I am.
I'm Pete Van Oot, he, him.
I'm Consuelo Loverm, she, her pronouns.
I'm Bo Schumpert, he, him.
I'm Casey Schumpert, she, they.
And not with us are Kathy Dixon and Maureen Murphy. So we recognize the commitment of membership in worship as we hold up that which is of worth, sharing our voices in song, sharing words and silence, sharing our joys and sorrows, sharing our work for justice, sharing ministry. Joining OUC means being part of this gathered community, speaking out about the future of the congregation, offering and receiving gifts of the Spirit, supporting others, and being supported in return. New members, if you will join us in this mission and in this work, will you please say, "We will"?
We are welcoming you as new members of our community this morning. You have come to worship, play, work, and grow among us. Ours is a free fellowship. We have no creeds, and all are free to bring their ideas and beliefs to this congregation to share with others. I invite you to join us in the religious search for meaning and purpose in life, informed by our individual beliefs and the traditions of Unitarian Universalism.
I want to add the Board of Trustees and my welcome to our new members and invite you to join me in expressing our welcome and covenant with them. Will the existing members of the congregation please join me in saying the words displayed on the screen or in the Zoom chat? We receive you with open hands and hearts. As you join us, we once again renew our own commitment to membership at OUC. And now would everyone, previous members, new members, friends, and visitors who are moved to do so, please join in as we say the words displayed on the screen or in the chat.
We join together to live out our covenant and our shared vision to be a liberal religious community that helps create a loving, just, and healthy world. We are proud and happy to have new members among us. Welcome. We come together in covenant, making mutual promises and being willing to transform ourselves into the community that we dream of being. We will have the membership book for you to sign out in the Commons after the service, where you will join all of the members since the Unitarian Fellowship of Valentia was formed in 1952. And as Steve said, there will be cake for celebrating this joyous occasion. Thank you so much for joining this community as we journey together. Welcome. Thank you so much to everyone for sharing your gifts in all the ways that you have done and all the ways that you will do. This morning, we gather bringing all that is in our hearts, on our minds, in our community, in our nation, and in the world. And we come together doing what our ancestors have always done. We join together in community when we're worried or fearful, or when we are celebrating and joyous. So let's come together and open our hearts to the complexity of life as we place stones in the water of community. We'll hear a drum beat. Allow its resonance into your body. It's the heartbeat of life, the heartbeat of our community. I invite us to take a deep breath together. In and out. Feeling the air as it enters and leaves your body. Feeling the earth solid beneath us. Feeling the warmth of connection. We're sending love and care to all the fathers, father figures, and those who father in this time. Healthy masculine and father figures are so needed right now. Thank you to all of those who set an example for adventure and stability, courage and compassion, strength and love. And deep gratitude and joy for the new leaders and the new members who expand and enrich our community with their presence. Thank you for adding your voices, hands, and hearts to OUUC. Mike and Joanne Young share that they celebrated their 66th wedding anniversary on Friday. I told them they've been married longer than I've been around. Yes, absolutely. They deserve a clap for that. What an accomplishment and a joy. Mike and Joanne, congratulations, and may you celebrate many more years together. And member Jan Johnston shares that she is a new grandma. Her daughter, yay, we can give a clap for that too. Her daughter, who is OUC member Megan Johnston, gave birth to baby Aiden, who was born on Thursday evening. All 3 generations are doing well. And Jan shares that Aiden is a Gaelic name that reflects the family roots that they share. Jan and Megan, we send you our love and care as you make a transition into your new roles. And Aiden, we welcome you to this world and to this community. We can't wait to meet you. Let's open our circle wide now. For those on Zoom, I invite you to share from your heart by entering in the chat. Those of us in the sanctuary will be able to see your sharing on the screen, and it's also shared with me and the pastoral care team. For those on site today, I invite you to come forward if there's something you'd like to bring into the community. You may place a stone in the water as you hold your sharing in your heart. So let's hear the heartbeat of our community as we reach out our hearts in love and care to all who share today. Would you like one of those? You're totally perfect. We'll place a stone in the water for all that has been shared online, shared from the heart. And one more stone placed in the water for all that we hold in our hearts and that remains unspoken this day. We hold together all that has been shared. May you feel yourself witnessed. May you know that you are loved. So I thought the summer solstice would be a good day to howl together. So please be in whatever way is comfortable for you in your body, wherever it is that you are. In a moment, I'm going to start howling, and I invite you to just join me. We'll howl until it comes to an end, and then we'll be in silence for a bit. Are you ready?
invite you to remain seated and let's sing together, Becoming. I am whom I'm becoming. I am all I have done. I am what I am dreaming. I've only just begun. I am who I'm becoming. I am all I have done. I am what I am dreaming. I've only just begun. You are who you're becoming. You are all you have done. You are what you are dreaming. You've only just begun. You are who you're becoming. You are all you have done. You are what you are dreaming. You've only just begun. We are who we're becoming. We are all we have done. We are what we are dreaming. We've only just begun. We are who we're becoming. We are all we have done. We are what we are dreaming. We've only just begun.
Today's reading is by David Breeden. The solstices teach us that darkness comes, that darkness goes. The solstices teach us that light comes, that light goes. The solstices teach us calmly, silently, to be calm, silent, learning. The solstices teach us as we circle the sun that everything flies. The solstices teach us to remember the dark, to remember the light, to remember time, seasons, and love as we circle the sun.
Today is the summer solstice, the longest day of the year in the northern hemisphere, when the Earth's axis is tilted so it's closest to the sun. This morning, the sun rose at 5:11 a.m., and it will set at 9:11 this evening, giving us exactly 16 hours of our 24 hours in daylight. The summer solstice is one of the 4 solar festivals in the annual cycle of the seasons, the cycle that pagan traditions call the Wheel of the Year. The other holidays are the winter solstice, the longest night of the year, which is right before Christmas, and the fall and spring equinoxes in September and March, when day and night are in balance. Recognizing the turning of the wheel helps us remember that we are part of the natural world, part of this earth, and we are also on the wheel. The summer solstice has been and still is celebrated in many cultures and societies across the world. And while there are many sites around the world, most in England, Ireland, and Wales, that have a solar orientation, the most famous structure associated with the solar calendar is Stonehenge in England, built about 2500 BCE. The gigantic stones are set deep in the earth. Amazing when you think about not having cranes and such to do that. And they're arranged so that if you stand in the center of the circle of stones on the summer solstice, you will see the sun rise between two stones. And if you stand in the center of the circle of stones on the winter solstice, you will see the sun set between two stones. Thousands of people flock to Stonehenge every year to experience this manifestation of the turning of the wheel. And in the U.S., there is Fajada Butte, located in Chaco Canyon in New Mexico. Pottery fragments show that this site was built and used by the Pueblo people between the 10th to the 13th centuries. The butte contains an astronomical calendar called the Sun Dagger, which is up near the top of the butte. 3 large stone slabs are arranged up near the top. They're arranged to channel light and shadow across spiral petroglyphs, precisely marking the summer and winter solstices, as well as the lunar cycles. And this is what it looks like on the summer solstice. Across time and cultures, the summer solstice has been marked as a symbol of light, fertility, and renewal. People light bonfires to honor the sun's light and feast in gratitude for the earth's abundance. In some cultures, the summer solstice is considered the start of a new year. There is something about the solstice that calls to us across time and across cultures. And I notice that these monuments are big, they're gigantic, and they mirror the vastness of the universe and the vastness of time. And they help bring some of that vastness to human scale. They could be described in the science of fractals, patterns that are the same at any size and are repeated. What happens in the larger scale is mirrored in the smaller scale. What happens in the universe is mirrored in us, in humans, and in all life. They evoke mystery and awe, helping us remember our place in the world and our connection to all that is. They remind us that the light above reflects the light that is within us. And that's part of our Unitarian Universalist theology. We assert that there is light in each of us, and we join our lights together to illuminate a path to love and justice in the world. Each of us has the spark of the divine within us, and it is mirrored in the light outside of us, however you name that: nature, spirit, God, the universe. We light a chalice every Sunday and often when we gather, a ritual to remind us of the light within us, the light that is among us, and the light that is beyond us. And so the summer solstice can be seen as a turning point, a sacred moment to pause, a time to reflect and realign with the rhythms of nature. To mark the summer solstice today, I'm going to invite you into two rituals. One outside on the patio and outside of the service, and one inside the sanctuary and inside the service. So first, to mention the ritual outside, out on the patio behind me, you will find some electric candles, which is our symbolic bonfire for the day. Leaping over a bonfire on the summer solstice is the spiritual practice intended to evoke protection and purification, luck, love, and abundance. So if you're on site after the service, I invite you to head out to the patio and leap over or step over the candles. And for those who are joining us online, I invite you to create your own bonfire today, and however you might do that. It could be as simple as ours, a candle, electric or a flame. Set it down, set your attention, and leap or step over it. And now for the ritual inside the service and inside the sanctuary. I invite you to join me in a meditation to prepare for jumping or stepping over the candles. Now, I'm going to offer a guided meditation, and I acknowledge that this is not a comfortable practice for everyone. And so if this practice just isn't for you, I invite you to simply breathe with us. And you might consider what nourishes your light, the light within you, what keeps your light alive in hard times, and how do you tend the light within? And for those who wish to enter into the guided meditation, I invite you to settle in wherever you are. Settle in a way that your body is awake, relaxed, and comfortable. And take a few deep breaths in and out. If you're comfortable, close your eyes. And you might place a hand on your torso and your solar plexus, that center of your being where nerve bundles join together and radiate out into your body. And as you breathe, I invite you to imagine, visualize the fire within you. Visualize your light, your spark, your flame radiating throughout your body. Feel the warmth from your head to your toes. Feel the warmth from the fingertips of one hand to the fingertips of the other. As you feel that warmth within you, imagine that your light is connected to the light of someone near you. Your light reflects theirs, and their light reflects yours. And then expand your light to reflect the light of others near you. Expand your light in circles around you, bigger and bigger. Go out further and further, as far as you can imagine. And send your light out until it is reflecting the light of the sun. And when your light is big and strong and bright, bring it back into yourself. The light of the sun is within you. Feel the light within you. And as you bask in the warmth and glow of your light, I invite you to offer a blessing that you can bring into this summer solstice day, perhaps as you step over the candles outside. The blessing might be something like this: May the solstice fire burn away that which no longer serves me. May the solstice flame renew my body, mind, and spirit. May the solstice flame renew the fire of my commitments. May the solstice fire bring the light of a new year. And if you wish, I invite you to say your blessing out loud, from a whisper to a shout, that we may hold it in community. May our unspoken blessings be so. As we return to this time and space, I invite you to take a breath, open your eyes, breathe, and hold your blessing in your mind and in your heart as we sing together, welcoming the light of midsummer.
Let's rise and sing together the chant for the seasons.
Vernal clouds have turned the star wheel, summer is upon us. Vernal clouds have turned the star wheel, summer is upon us. Riding are the hawks, hovering on
as we extinguish our chalice, may the light of the summer solstice illuminate our path forward. By its light, may we know the spark that glows within us, that ignites the bonds between us and reflects the light beyond us. May we know that we are not alone, and may we light up the world. May you go with joy, go with commitment, go with love.